for this?
G'day and welcome. Myself and 3 others are planning a trip out through parts of outback Western Australia. We expect to cover about 4,000 kilometres over a period of about 8 days. Now the route we're going to take should look something like this.
We plan to leave Perth and avoiding all major roads where possible. We are going to head east towards Hyden and from there take the Hyden to Norseman Road, going past Victoria Rock and on to Coolgardie. From there we'll head north through the goldfields past Orabanda and Kookini towards Laverton. After stocking up on food and water, we will then head east along the Amberdell Highway for about 400 kilometres to Neale Junction. We will then head north towards Warburton on the Great Central Road, then west back towards Laverton. Once there we'll make our way towards the Aurora Ranges and return to Perth using all the back roads.
Now parts of the area are quite remote, and at one stage we're going to need food, fuel and water for one stretch of about 750 kilometres. Now that's going to be a heavy burden on the bikes, and that, combined with the fact that they have had some heavy rain out in those parts, it could make for some very challenging riding. Keep watching.
I don't know it. My heart broken, yet my heart feels so broken. Ain't gonna find my way down. No matter how many times I come calling, baby. So long once again, yeah. So long, baby. So long, night. So long, baby.
This is the tavern at Orabanda, which has a dark past and it has nothing to do with gold. After retiring as head of the Perth CIB, Don Hancock purchased a tiny pub near Kalgoorlie. In October 2000, several members of a motorcycle gang entered the pub and started to abuse the barmaid, so Hancock threw them out. Later that night, one of the bikers was shot dead by a sniper as he sat around the campfire. On the third day, Mike had to head back to Perth because he couldn't get any more leave than that, and the remaining 3 of us headed towards Laverton. Final preparations at Laverton to ensure that we had enough food, fuel and water to cover at least 3 days and the 750 kilometres of the Amberdell Highway.
I know something about it feels so cold. I'm gonna find my way home. Yeah, come on. So long, baby. So long, night. So long, night.
Well, we're about 200 kilometres east of Laverton on our way to Neale Junction, and it's been a fairly interesting journey. The track or the road conditions have varied greatly from good to not so good. But nonetheless, so far so good. Be another couple of hours before we get there. We should make it there before last light today, I guess. it's about close to 5 o'clock, I guess, on day 3, and we're not going to make it to Neale Junction. Chris has just got himself a puncture on the front tyre, so I'm guessing we'll probably end up staying here on the side of the road, even if we get it fixed. The afternoon's been hard going. It's been a lot of thick sand. All of us have laid the bikes down at some stage or the other. So yeah, we won't make it to Neale Junction this evening. We'll get the flat sorted out and we'll take it from there. Well, we're at the official campsite for Neale Junction. Neale Junction itself, the intersection of the two roads, is about 300 metres to our east. We'll be leaving here shortly, going there. We were hoping to make it here last night. That never happened. We had some issues with the bikes. One of the bikes has not only punctured the front tyre but torn a hole in it. We stuck 3 or 4 plugs in it, which is enough to get us back on the road, but it's got a slow leak. So the intention from here was to travel north to Warburton, but I think to be safe we might end up going back the way we came. We've been paralleling sand dunes. This is all sand dune country, like most of Central Australia. At the moment we've been paralleling the sand dunes. Once we head north we'll actually be crossing them, and there's a lot of them, so we're going to err on the side of caution and go back the way we came, which is about 380 kilometres back to Laverton. This campsite here is going to be the venue for Desert Raid 2011, which is an event for adventure riders.
We decided to telephone ahead just to make sure there was a tyre waiting for us once we got back onto the bitumen.
I had a huge fall today. The front wheel grabbed on a very gentle bend. I was only doing about 50 k's an hour. The front wheel grabbed and just went from under me. I went off to the right, the bike went off to the left. We put it back together and dusted it off. We're a couple of 100 kilometres from Laverton, so we'll get it back there, and I suppose then have a look at our options from there, I guess.
Chris's new tyre was waiting when we got to Leonora, so he fitted that. We then went to Menzies, where I decided to go back to Perth via the bitumen with my broken bike, and the other two stayed out for a further night before returning to Perth the following day.
Now, with a blessing to go.